Okay, so this is one of the versions of the needles that I augmented to put the snake chain onto, and I'm liking this one a little bit better. It attached a bit smoother, so I'll have a tutorial on how to make these pretty soon that I'll put on my blog, but for right now I just wanted to show you guys how it's working. So I'm gonna knit a few stitches here. And I really like, I'm a big fan of double pointed needles, so it's one reason I wanted a cord that was really, slack. It doesn't feel like I have a cord on these needles at all as I'm going. The two sides are so smooth. I do magic loop a lot, so that's another thing that I was looking for, was being able to do magic loop. So a nice thing about this as well is when I pull it out, see how I can actually see exactly how big, the garment is gonna be. So everybody was really wondering about catching on the snake chain, and this is a wool, and it's not catching on it at all. Let me just slide these back and forth a minute so you guys can see that. It is not catching at all. So, I can't test it with every single fiber, and I've been running it across different fibers and it doesn't seem to catch. This is a super small snake chain. I think it's about 1 millimeter, but so far so good. So, okay, when I get to this point, I can just kind of pull it up and then load my stitches. I do have a slight catch that's happening on this edge. I doubt you can see that, but there's just the slightest bit of the epoxy that came out, so I'm gonna have to file that off because as I load them I can feel it kind of catching a little bit. But what I really like is that I can load up these stitches onto the needle and completely have nothing, on that side, so that it's almost like I have two needles that I'm working off of like that. So then I just pick up and keep going. So like I said, I'll put some tutorials. I actually did some more experimenting, and I have two other needle types that I added cording to. I was trying cords instead of the snake chain. Anything that would be really droopy and be able to, go to a small point so I can pull it through for magic loop is what I was looking for my own purposes. So I will add that tutorial as soon as I get it set up, probably in the next few days. Anyways, enjoy!